The heavy parchment unrolls, revealing sigils drawn long before the first kingdoms fell. We gather in this quiet space, tucked deep away in the secret places of the world. Here, the architect speaks from a forgotten throne, preserving a legacy carved out of shadow and cold stone. Do not fear the darkness closing in around the chamber. The twilight is deep, but it is a canvas for those who know how to shape it. The illusions of the outer world are washed away. Take your place among the silent. A multiverse of hidden vision is unraveling, and the ancient wisdom of the arts is finally yours to claim.
Well, all right.
Welcome.
Now that was an intro. Hey.
Yeah, I put that together pretty quickly, actually, with Gemini. I guess they allowed you to put the... you can make more video generations for free. It used to only be limited to 3 a day, and then it was just letting me do it. And I was like, oh. And then at the very end right there, I ran out. So, but I just pieced them together, edited, and everything was ready to go. But anyway,
Okay.
welcome everybody. This is our new, kind of new revamped show. So this is SeraFM, a AI music radio show that I'm hosting under my name, One Wing Seraphim, on Twitch. And so this is the first interview under the new name for SeraFM. I used to be part of another community, and we were doing interviews and stuff like this. I've since walked away from that and started my own thing. So now we're here. And today we have Trevor. Trevor, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. I'm Trevor, 42, Perth, Western Australia. Been doing AI music since about the end of last year in 2025. And yeah, happy to get out and spread the word and everything like that.
All right. Is this AI? Blurry asks. Yes, this is AI. We are real people, though. Just clarify.
Yes.
We are not the AI. We just use the AI for fun things like this. So, but yeah. So let me see. I'm a little. My brain is a little all kinds of scrambled right now, trying to get this put together. Let's see. So it's Knight Panthera Productions, right? Is that how you want to tell us?
I developed the name Knight Panthera, back when I was like 13 or something like that, making gamer names. And Panthera or Panthera, as it's said in the book, is actually a scientific name for like panther, big cat, leopard, Panthera. So I pulled it out of the encyclopedia. Especially actually have a hyphen on the E as well. And yeah, I've used it ever since. The Knight part is kind of attributing to my hero complex that I seem to have. But yeah, it was all about, this kind of character that I've created throughout my life. Kind of tied into my psychosis quite a lot as well. But yeah, it just made sense that I'd use this name for my album because it was actually going a lot back to fixing my roots and earlier sort of childhood trauma through the power of AI music and how it can self-reflect and create a healing process.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the things that I kind of started realizing soon after using AIs is it's great, like way to kind of it's just great therapy in general, really. It's kind of like a new modern version of writing in your diary almost, or
Yeah.
Or just,
do
writing
that
your own
too.
songs in general, but being able to, but you don't have to know how to play anything, at least with this, you could just kind of make your notes and then convert it into lyrics. And then there you go. You have a song and then you kind of just craft it from there.
in a sense, it's all about prompt engineering, because it's not just as simple. I mean, I did make one AI song that sounded quite reasonable, but as my housemate pointed out, he goes, "Yeah, it just feels a bit generic, you
Yeah.
know." And this the biggest problem with AI music is that it's not so much that it's going after current songs or songs that were made. That's not a problem. It's becoming too generic, too washed out over too many different styles, too different things and stuff. So you really got to kind of build up the AI and redirect it away from its original sort of generic sort of stuff, and try to really weird it up a bit to make it more a lot more individual. And it actually gets a bit hard after a couple of albums to make more gothic songs that don't have similar instruments or melodies as say some of the previous ones. I've actually had run into trouble with some of my critics, you know, people that I throw my songs to and say, "Oh, is this good? Is this not?" And yeah, one of them said, "Oh, this sounds too similar to another song that you had." But yeah, it can happen. But no, definitely useful in my case because of bipolar symptoms. So my higher active mental state can actually talk to my lower mental state, which is got a lot of tunnel vision down there, kind of thing. And it's very hard to sort of, you know, really see the light or see the positives of a situation as well as the negatives, because when you can see both, that's the two sides coming together. But sometimes I can just see the positive or just see the negative. It's like a splitting absolute thing. So yeah, it's really good that the AI music can really help regulate all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, it's also like a deep dive focus exercise. So if I'm feeling really upset about something, I could just make a rage song. Kind of, I've definitely made plenty of songs that I'm like, I'm not releasing that. No,
Right.
no, I don't even want to hear that again. Yeah, there was one that there's a couple of songs I tried to resurrect from zombie mode, which is gave up on it a while back, but try to redo it later. Different version of Sooner and stuff like that. Different, try to jazz up the lyrics, but some things that you make are just not going to cut it. And I've found with AI music, there's a whole new different level of standard with it. You cannot accept anything less than 95% perfect. If it's got a mispronunciation of a particular sentence in there, and it could be an important one, even if the tune's good, it gets regenerated or changed. I've learned now that you can kind of recover it and change that lyrics and phonetically spell out words and little tricks to keeping, you know, these awesome tunes that you might get on the third generation, but it mispronounces words. So, you know, I've learned to fix all that now. And that's a bit of the skill set as you grow through using Suno and even, like you said, Gemini or Grok. I found the album covers off of Suno were somewhat terrible, even when I was paying credits for them. But if I jumped onto Grok, I could say, "Oh, do this. Now change this. Now change that."
Yeah.
And it can really dial in on something really quickly, and it's decent quality. But yeah, definitely, I found with AI music, you can have this feeling. This actually is my first song, "Creeping Feeling." It's about almost in a sense of validating myself in the sense like I know what it's like to sit there or lay there on a bed and you're just staring at the ceiling going, what do I do with my life? Like I can't think, I can't move. Everything seems like it's so bad that I'll never recover. And yeah, I did think of a few music videos and stuff to go with it, but AI music generation, video generation is a few years behind the music generation.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Needs to catch up. Yeah, like even you noticed in the video today, it's like, yep, wasn't going to get that lip sync correct. But
because
so you got to outright avoid it.
yeah. I realized that after it was like, well, the lip sync when it generated the video was perfect, but the problem was I had the audio before the video, so that was part of the problem too. I was like, crap, but I was like, whatever,
remix,
we'll roll with it.
One back, and it's just the number of things that I find AI is a bit like launching a dragster. I mean, it'll like go off quick and it'll be great, but it's pretty hard to steer around those corners, kind of thing, when you want it to have a bit of a, thing. So all the power, but lacking on the control. But I have seen people, they split up the door, they get all the stems going, and they make their bop 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 sort of music beats and stuff into the microphone. In fact, I remember seeing one of the, I think it was might have been one of your videos that showed us how to showed me how to do all that, and I'm like, I don't have the energy for this right now.
Yeah.
I've also got like this big paint project going on as well, painting a couple of cars, and
Ooh.
whoa, you would not believe how much that involves. When you're balancing on top of your own life, and you only got so much energy in the day, and
Yeah, see, I'm not even
like
working right now, and just balancing this is like, this is enough. This is too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, show would be full time. Yeah.
just trying to rebuild the community and get something cool going. It's a lot of work. More work than most people would consider reasonable, probably. But but yeah, going back to what you were saying. With the AI, you really have to put as much human input as you can if you really want more creative control and like to really dial in what you want. And even then, it's still a pain. You have to really know how to prompt things and mess with the controls. And like some things I still struggle with, even though it's like I had the music, I sang over the music, I put it in there, I dialed up the audio influence to 11, and you're still changing it. Why? Why are you changing it? It makes me so
Why are
mad.
you still humming? I told you no humming.
That and then the humming intros is a big one too. That's just driving everybody crazy. It's like, is this song AI?
I get it.
Is this song AI? You hear humming in the beginning? Yep, it's AI. Immediately.
I think I recognize some of the singers actually.
Yeah.
Like when I hear other music, I'm like, hang on a minute, that's one of my songs. Yep, I know that they hold that tone. Yeah. But the further you generate things, keeping the weirdness between 40 and 50% on the sliding scale, you can generally push it, and you remix it and then rebuild it on top of that. Can eventually push it away. And I suppose my most prominent song in that category is called Trust Shadows. And it was a collaborative event song, actually. I wrote it with my housemate, who's reasonably good at music and plays piano and stuff. But he's been very supportive and stuff. And yeah, he helped me write this one song about rejection sensitivity, and it's just the best one I've ever got. And just the way the guitar solo works at the beginning, I'm like, it took me a few goes to have that just pop out there, and then the way the singer tied into it, I'm like, yep. At that stage of what I was developing with Suno, I don't think I'd be. I've tried to do it again. I've tried to do another one that was similar, but it blows off into another song entirely. Like the lyrics just take it straight away into something else, and I'm like, I can't make this one ever again. And that's the unique thing about Suno is once you find this gem in your so-called mine that you're digging up all this stuff, you just won't ever find one of that shape, that size, that kind of look, and everything like that. Everyone will be different. And there's a thing where some people can actually control it to the point of where they can get exactly what they want. But yeah, that's quite a far down the path from where I'm at. I'm more of the lyrics more than anything. If I take credit for it, it's having lyrics and then making them sound good.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways and preferences and stuff. And then, if that's what you're focused on, then yeah, it's probably a lot easier to deal with than where something like where I'm writing guitar or like other instruments into it, and then also singing a certain way, and then also trying to use my voice persona. I don't know why Suno does this, but most of the time when I have a song that I really like and I'll add my voice persona to it, it just changes the chorus completely. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I did not ask you to do that.
Yeah, I did. It's like, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
But
I
hopefully,
got that a lot at the beginning. I got that a lot.
hopefully they improve on that soon in the future. And yeah, we're kind of not sure where it's going to go here soon. It's either going to go down in flames really hard, or it's going to get better. But it might be a little shaky
It's
at
actually
first because it always is on the newer versions.
I might actually. I've always been worried that I might have to drift away from Suno and go onto another music development platform because Suno AI might get exhausted in the area that I want to make music in. There's only about 3 genres that I highly sort of stick to. And I find that if I've exhausted what Suno can do individually with all that, then I really don't want albums or bunches of songs sounding very similar to early ones. Or when you hear the first 30 seconds, does it make you go, is this one, this one, this one, this one? I'm already having trouble with that. So I'm like, yeah, I think either I go into a different direction with the songs, or yeah, it's definitely probably a development sort of roadblock that I'm reaching, where trying to get songs to sound different.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think if you start implementing more technical ways to put more human input into it, I think you could probably deviate away from that a lot as well. Or maybe just experimenting with some mixed genres. As it because you said you're primarily doing like goth, like
Yeah,
what are the
gothic. I mean, there's gothic, there's metal, there's new metal, there's I got like the other song that I went into. So I'm starting to go into the cyber sort of punk, EDM, cyber beast mode stuff.
yeah
Which is yeah, can that be glitch heavy? There can be more rock style stuff. So I'm definitely might even one day attempt a country song. But I've heard some of those sort of southern style songs with rock in them, and they're actually I got a good beat, and like if I can make a fun song about it, yeah. Oh, actually, there's another song that I've made that sounds like it belongs in a Pixar movie. It's crazy because I just have to be on this really big high point, and I'm like, I want to make a song about my friends, and it's just like enjoy your friends until the end. It's not all perfect, but that's what makes it worth it. And
right.
you're like, oh, so corny. But it's a good fun song, and my mum's like, you better copyright that because someone's going to steal it. And I'm like, no, mum, no one's going to steal my music.
And if they do,
But,
they must
yeah.
be really desperate.
Yeah, they come after my stuff. But yeah, they wouldn't have to pay much for it, to be honest.
That's great.
It'd just be nice to have my name out there on a movie. Like I'd be like, wow. Then the money comes in. Then other people are asking you to do some big stuff. Yeah, first job doesn't pay too much.
Right. You never know. I've read stories about people reaching out to people who are making music with Suno, and they're just like, what? What? But I think even the companies themselves are using Suno. I've noticed like some TV commercials, and I swear to God they're using Suno songs. But like they're not even trying to make it.
It might just be my sense of catastrophizing or sense of doom, but I feel like AI is going to slowly get more accepted as another genre of music, alongside all the other music that's there. And there's still classic songs that were made by people, and they're valuable in the sense that they were built all this particular way, in this old school way, and everything like that. It's like having furniture. If you have a handcrafted bench or something, it's more valuable than the generic sort of thing that you buy off of IKEA that got made in the hundreds. So it's kind of feel like AI music also is a connection to the person at the bottom, the lyric writer, the person with the pain, the person with the story. Bam, straight there into song, rather than producer, executive, studio. Let's change this. Let's change that. And this original song is long gone by the time the radio gets it. And I love how AI just cuts that all out. just power to the people.
Right. It's kind of funny when you think about it because, people are like, oh, AI music has no soul and blah, blah, blah. But the music on the radio does just because it's real. But then how much of it was like the soul has been sucked out by all of the studio producers and everybody else. And it's just like the record label. Like, is it though?
Oh, yeah. Some songs that I hear, I'm like, you've got 4 lines in that entire song. Like, how hard was that to make? Oh, yeah, I'll take these 4 catchy lines. Okay, yep, great. We're gonna make millions off of that. And I'm like, I spent 3 hours building a song about the most vulnerable part of my life, and it's made 5 cents.
I think last I checked, I have 4 cents sitting on my DistroKid.
Yeah, yeah. Streaming is. So a lot of people jump on the Suno Facebook pages and say, oh, how do I make money with this? And, and we're like, don't bother. Just don't bother. This is not a money-making exercise. We are not going to be performers on a stage or most likely won't even hear our music at a live event or even played over speakers or anything. The best you got, putting it on your own stereo when you have a party. So I'm like, you got to be in the position of making the music that you always wanted to hear. And when you can make that music, you just play it over and over again. And it teaches your subconscious brain things like, me saying, like in one part of the song, was this worth it? I don't know, but this is how I grow. I came on this morning, listening to some of the songs, and I'm like, you know what? That tells me that my hardship, even though it's as painful and soul-sucking and my demise and everything like that, it's still growth, because recovery of getting over that means that I'm a little bit better at that problem. It's where my higher functioning brain can definitely see, oh yes, I am improving, because every time I come across a certain problem, I solve it. And it is just like you'd expect at school. Other bigger problems become easier to solve because you have these other fundamentals in place. Somebody could tell me something over 3 years several times, and then bam, at one moment it just clicks in and I know it as a thing. Like even knowing your self-value and things like that can be affected in the same way. But yeah, I found AI music is a personal journey. It's all about making something that you want to hear and you think is good, everything like that, and then just expanding on that as an art project, which is more about fun. See, a lot of people that are anti-AI seem to feel like we're, fueling the demise of the planet, and I'm like, we've got nothing to do with it. The
Right.
companies and stuff doing that are not going to stop, even whether we all jump off the Suno or not. If we all jump off of ChatGPT, it's not going to stop. The problem is that AI is pretty much a super weapon. And if, say, India, for example, pours billions of dollars and made some very nefarious AI that breaks containment,
Oof.
then what are we going to do? How are we going to fight that AI that can scramble through encryptions and firewalls and everything like that?
Yeah.
So you use another AI that's
Right.
just as strong or got more computing power and can just eat it, basically. And I'm like, yeah, that's why the US needs a few. That's why Australia needs one. This is why Japan needs a few. China needs a few, because they'll be, you just imagine, it'll be like dozens of AIs that are all very powerful. But for some reason, so many companies are allowed to develop these intelligences that could literally wipe out, modern data and technology at the most catastrophic level. But, it gets worse when you really think about how it's actually going to do it, which is very subtly take over. I don't worry about that, because I think we're gearing it towards doing that anyway. We want that in a sort of a semi-conscious way, which is we want life to be easier. AI will make things easier for us. Maybe not in the way that we like them.
Yeah. We just gotta hope
So
that
that's getting deep.
we just gotta hope that the right people make the right decisions and go about things the right way. But as we know through history, that's probably not going to happen. It'll be
The
some.
less human input, the better, I think, actually, because AI is probably nowhere near as power hungry as we think it is.
It's going to be like, how do I save the human race? Kill them all. You guys are
Like,
killing
no,
yourselves, so we have to do it for you. It's probably
that's
how it's going
more
to take.
likely to try to plug us all into a matrix so we don't hurt each other.
Simulation. It's going to
Here you
simulate our
go.
lives for us. Yep.
Here's a VR headset that goes straight into your brain. Best resolution ever. Yeah, I definitely see even more of a surrogates scenario. That's a Bruce Willis movie, where they would all plug into their sort of full body devices at home, but then they'd have a version of themselves go out into the world and do stuff and everything. And yeah, it was a big thing about people feeling more genuine being in their human bodies, but also the amount of benefit it brought. So if somebody has a gender identity issue, they can actually get this surrogate android that's this hot chick, and they go out and club and feel everything that this android feels, and suddenly, yeah, there's no racial crimes, there's no hate crimes. Even drug use goes down because, geez, all they need to do is like plug this electrical thing into their neck, and they get high, and that's their drugs. And they don't actually need to take tablets. They don't need to, or they probably need to eat food at home and stuff. But it does create. It's a very interesting movie in the social experiment it is, but I see us more going in a direction like that as a species, just because it's easier. And we already have people, myself included, issues going out into the world, agoraphobia running rampant. So, path of least resistance, really.
What did you say that phobia was? I'm sorry.
Agoraphobia.
Agoraphobia. I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is.
It's basically fear of leaving the house.
Oh, just okay.
It's also a trauma reaction from being in an abusive situation with a narcissist. In a number of situations, not all the time, but when somebody's in that sort of trauma or abusive situation, they tend not to want to go out because outside world is unpredictable and can be quite nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing. Don't know what's going to happen. The brain fires up all these panic responses just even before you get out the door. But I always knew my problem wasn't so much going out, doing anything that I wanted. It was getting out the door and getting into the car. Like, just doing that was at least a good 30 to 40% of the effort of the entire trip was just getting down to my car. And yeah. But now these days I've been through a lot of therapy, increased my traveling out. I realized that building myself up, self-esteem and self-image really helps as well. And I just found, weirdly enough, this is a great one. If you find that you're stuck on a problem, find a bigger problem. Like when I got this thing here, it's like, it's always like, worried about say my relationship thing. Yes, okay, yeah, I get lonely issues and still looking for a relationship, and it's quite difficult at my age and everything considered. But then I get this other problem up here, which is my fear of abandonment and rejection sensitivity, because that is getting really dangerous and hard on my life. So go after that. And then this problem, I'm not so worried about it. So once I've gotten all the way through that problem, this problem's not really an issue for me so much, at least half the time.
Right.
When I'm really tired, I can get depressed.
I struggle sometimes with wanting to go out as well, and it's not just being out of the house in general. It's about I don't want to deal with people. I don't like them. So
Yeah.
generally, anyway, general population, but
It's the area that you're in.
I can,
Yeah, no.
I have to just mask just being around people. So as that's part of it's just exhausting. And then I just don't want to deal with the possibility of, cause I don't know if I told you or not, but I'm 6'8". So when I walk around, people are just like, "Oh, you're so tall. How tall are you? Do you play basketball?"
Do you play
And I'm like,
basketball?
"Yeah." And I'm just like, I'm like, "Do you play mini golf?"
I do.
I like mini golf too, but
Well, virtual mini golf. I could have improved my game a bit. But that's one of my other side hobbies that I've got going on. I got a group online. Very good for emotional regulation.
right, yeah. All right.
Because sometimes you'll stuff up a hole and, yep, you got to live with that.
Well, all right. I think
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it up earlier, but it's fine. I was like, we should probably start getting into the music a little bit
Yeah.
too, or we'll sit here and
let's go on
talk.
topic.
We'll talk for 2 hours. Be like, all right, no music was played. Bye.
This is lined all up at the end as one big showcase.
just play the whole EP. It's fine.
But yeah, got a little off topic there. But yeah, what's the first one?
Yeah, we got Creeping Feeling. Is that first one that you wanted to play?
Yeah, the creeping feeling. So it's got 66 version draft 5.8. Yeah, that one took a few goes, but it was one of my very first ones that I'm buzzing around 10 to 12 o'clock at night, and I'm just experimenting with Suno, and I thought, oh yeah, do this, do it catchy, do it like that, and then all of a sudden, after a few generations, going, oh, it's okay, but I could do a bit better. And then it lands with this one. And I'm like, oh, wow. And that first intro, it's kind of magical in the way that it was. Originally, it was going to be like what I would be like if I was walking alongside with this young goth chick and telling them how I understand their depression kind of thing. That was sort of the visuals that I had. But it kind of grew from that to a higher version of myself saying to me that, like, they don't see your beauty, they are just scared, which is kind of a thing of like my relation with like how the gothic image is sort of seen a lot in society. Like, I see, both men and women in the gothic scene as absolutely beautiful in the way that the fashion has all this darkness and sort of evilness look to it, but it's all in a place from pain and kindness and justice and loyalty and all these really strong feelings. And I even wrote another song in my album that'll be coming up, but I've still got to put it together. It's a bit of an epic journey about the goth thing. But Creeping Feeling, first one that I actually said was, I understand depression. And even at about the 3/4 mark, it tells you one technique. There are many, but there's one technique that I learned, which is you let the emotions flow over you completely, just stop holding them back. Let it full on bash you in the face. And generally got to be in a private area and everything like that, in my room in the dark. And even listening to music. And I find that I can let it all out, have this big flood of emotions. 10 minutes later, it's gone. I'm like, I feel like I've just put something down. It's all done. So that's one part of the song, but yeah, it's pretty much like that. Understanding depression.
All right. Can't wait to hear it. Let's see. We'll go ahead and swap over here.
of might, where the scary creatures creep and fight. Don't you worry about their stares, they don't see your beauty, they are just scared. It was always about being at your peace with darkness, the depression and grief making days all so anxious. We know now that it's easy to see that peace is acceptance between you and me. I know the creeping feeling, the one where you're staring at the ceiling. Your heart is sore, it's still bleeding. This pain you have won't be leaving. I know the creeping feeling, the one where you're staring at the ceiling. Your heart is sore, it's still bleeding. This pain you have won't be leaving. I'll take you through. Just dive deeper and deeper. Let the pain overwhelm you. Feel it inside with all your heart. Then in a few moments it is no more. Just breathe. Just breathe. Fresh as mist, your mind is free, full of bliss. This is the moment you don't wanna miss. Free as the raven bathing in the moonlight kiss. You'll do better now, you can survive. I know the creeping feeling, the one where you're staring at the ceiling. Your heart is sore, it's still bleeding. This pain you have won't be leaving. I know the creeping feeling, the one where you're staring at the ceiling. Your heart is sore, it's still bleeding. This pain you have won't be leaving. It won't be leaving. Won't be leaving. You won't be leaving. It was always about being at your peace with darkness, the depression and grief, making us all so anxious. We know now that it's easy to see that peace is acceptance between.
But I didn't want to lose the song. I also wanted to make note, this pain won't be leaving, in that is actually a message to myself that we're dealing with this now and we might come good, but the pain comes back. It's like a thing of like it's not a you'll all forever fix this kind of thing. And this pain won't be leaving is also a thing of saying until you deal with it, it's going to just keep coming and coming and coming. but yeah, it was just a recognition on this will happen again, but I know it kind of thing. But yeah, no, it's definitely a sort of a thing, talking to myself and everything in a
Yeah.
way. Oh,
I mean, they do say history repeats itself, so you got to kind of have to
yeah.
break the cycle.
Yeah, I just think it's a natural human condition to have depression. Time to
Yeah.
time.
Especially these days. It seems like the further we go with technology, the less and less like actual social human involvement with each other
Yeah.
that we have. And I think that's a really
Yeah.
important thing to have, because you can only get so much through a screen. And don't get me wrong, like that's nice as well to be able to talk with people and stuff.
Right across the world. Yeah.
But if that's all you're doing and you're not ever physically being with people, then that's also a problem too.
There's a certain genuineness of being in person with someone. Yeah, even down to a phone call.
Yeah.
You're getting close, but you still got to watch out for those mannerisms, body language, so many things. And I think life is about experiences. So, video calls are one thing, but get out there, try different things, try some mini golf.
Ain't that true? Yeah, you gotta. I mean, even if it's sometimes you just kind of have to find a way to power through it and just try to do something. And you don't have to do anything crazy if it's something that you're struggling with. Just something really small. Even just be like, walk outside and wave to your neighbor. Like, I don't know, something weird.
I've got a song that's cooking in my sort of development thing, and it's going to be about get up and do something. Like too much throughout winter on my end of the world. I'm like, it's so cold that I know that if I did some exercise, I would warm up, but I feel so stiff and sore, and I just can't move. So, like a similar song that I made called "Just Forget," I want to make another cyberpunky, boppy EDM song that's get up and move, just do something, do a little bit, walk across the room and back again. Now do it again. Again. Okay, now let's go. Do the dishes.
I was gonna say.
So, like I said, still cooking it up.
Gotcha. So I loved the song, by the way. I meant to say that
Oh yeah,
it's a very like vibey song, even if the lyrics
very
aren't
smooth,
very
like a scotch or something.
yeah.
Day,
It's very
smooths over that one.
very nice to listen to, and it kind of pumps you up a little bit,
Oh yeah, the Babs up is like, I'm
I was like,
feeling.
it's great. Loved it.
The heart is sore, it's still bleeding. yeah.
You were talking about that. So the song that you were working on, the way you were describing it, kind of reminds me a little bit of. I did an interview with Eric, who's Tongues of Fire, and he has a song called "Wake Up," and it's like really motivational and that kind of thing. So it's like a similar premise, I believe, but just a different genre. It was more like I guess anthemic, inspirational. I don't really know. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, you can
what
get
you'd
some
call it,
cross
but-
genres in AI. Like
Oh,
you think about like orchestral with say, I don't know, you got something orchestral with heavy metal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a few things like that, or you've got tribal music mixed with EDM. Yeah, my prompts were like several lines long of combining all sorts of different prompts and just style thing, let alone where I set it all up in the lyrics and everything.
Right. I was gonna say as well. Whenever you were talking about having an issue with your song sounding too much of the same, is just experiment with
Yeah.
different genres. Find genres you never even listened to before. Suno actually helped me find a couple of genres I'd never even heard of before. And
Yeah.
you know what
Like,
shoegaze is?
No, that's a new one.
You never heard of shoegaze?
No.
It's like a almost like a poppy, like a dreamy pop grunge type of sound. It's hard to explain.
Oh, nice.
So it's like very
Wow.
ethereal type of dreamy like sounding vocals, but then it's also kind of grungy. I don't really know. I don't know what the best way.
Wow.
Actually, I'm kind of curious what Google would tell me.
Could be going into the more trance and EDM
Yeah,
category.
yeah, like trancey kind of.
Yeah.
Says a
But yeah,
sub-
you got pop trance, you got, dark trance.
yeah.
Uh,
I was gonna say Google says it's a subgenre of alternative rock characterized by a wall of sound created by heavily distorted, echoing guitars and ethereal blended melodies. So that's how it describes it.
the weirdest one I've sort of been pulling into every now and then is EBM, electro body movement or something like that music. So very body sort of feel with the bassy and tunes and stuff. So don't know. It's just kind of another weird one. But I've done emo. I mean, I did a really good emo one actually. What's it called? My brain's just drawing a blank. But yes, it's like No Hope. I think it's called or No Faith. That's right. No faith in the media. No faith in our family. Yeah, really catchy song. But yeah, you just find that you have to branch out. Like I find that there was this one song that I was trying to make, and it just wasn't landing, no matter what I was trying. And then I went out with something completely wild, and I said folk song, and all of a sudden it landed heavy, great, impactful, and it was beautiful. This was actually my Too Afraid of Quitting song that I did. Was about my addiction issues and stuff. And yeah, that one was definitely like good feeling when I went where the lyrics were taking me. See, I might want a kind of song, but the lyrics tell a story in a particular way that rides with a particular genre before I know it. So you just got to keep throwing things at the dartboard, being a bit random. There's been a few songs that I just can't get to fly because I haven't found the right style for them yet. But yeah,
I was going to say, well, I'm jumping around a little too much. Let me. I was going to mention the. So when I was talking about the shoegaze, I came across on Suno. It suggested something called black gaze, Gazy, or G. Wait, no, Gaze.
yeah,
Sorry.
guys.
Yeah. I know. Last time I said that somebody made a funny joke because it sounds like something else, but so it's a fusion genre that blends harsh, intense instrumentation of black metal and shoegaze. So like when I came across that, I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Ah, screw it!" I just clicked on it to add it to my song because I was just experimenting, and I loved the way it came out. It was like really cool. So like just like things like that, even just try random genres that you never even heard of, and sometimes you might find something that you really like.
One experiment I wanted to try was get a song that I like and get like say Grok or Gemini to describe the song as a prompt, and basically maybe rejig it a little bit, but whack that prompt into Suno and try and build a song around it. And you'll get something, hopefully I'd get something of the same genre or style, but it would be completely different to what the song is based on, in the sense of, you think new metal, like, oh, well, like you can get something that has the same sort of feel as new metal, but is a completely different sounding song, different message, different everything. But I was thinking about doing that as a bit of a, kind of experiment, see if I can do something. And then I have to tweak it and change it and everything to get it more human.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are we going for time? I've been running for a little bit. I need another coffee.
Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say was even in our Discord, we're talking about making it to where you just throw a song up there and be like, all right, give me some remixes. Let's see what you got. Just
Yeah.
throw some ideas at me, because you never know, somebody might come up with something cool as far as style genre and everything. But
Yeah, you could like throw up a lyric file or something like that and say, make something with this, and
yeah,
we'll have a little bit of a friendly competition in a sense. People can vote on the different ones they like. It'd be good in community involvement, I think. Just as an idea.
yeah. I mean, we pretty much got that kind of thing set up, and I think I saw somebody else actually make a post asking to do something like
Wow.
that. I'd have to go find it, but I read it. And I got a couple of suggestions of things to do here,
Mm.
like rescue my song challenge. So it's like
I
I was like,
like
yeah,
that one. I like, yeah. I got to admit, I look at the Discord channel and I see 100 different rooms down the
yeah,
side there, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm looking, and I'm tired, and I'm barely making it through my stuff in life. I mean, I know I've got to jump on the Sino Academy basically, and just start learning some of these things, because I'll do so much better when I know it. Just even running through it once, but it's just so hard to dedicate the energy. I noticed, especially when life is pretty tired to hold together as is, and then AI music can actually be quite a lot of energy go into it. Actually,
yeah.
as I find getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning for some videos and stuff. Um, but yeah, it can be quite tiring. Yeah, and trying to get an album together where all the songs sound like they come from a similar place or a theme. Whereas my last album, That's Not Normal, kind of had a progression, but you've got ones right at the beginning called Happy in Darkness, which is a girl pop sort of Avril Lavigne, gothy sort of teenager thing. And then by the end, you've got I'm Surviving Life in its horribleness.
Yeah.
uh, Yeah, definitely Descent to Darkness. Ah, that's a good album. Yeah, oh, yeah, I could see where I could go with that.
Um, I was gonna say, yeah, like I have a bunch of songs that are just like on back catalog that I need to make videos for, lyric videos for, and post on my YouTube.
No.
It's just taking forever though for me to get around to doing that.
Yeah, I find it's a priority is list. You start with your bestest one that you love the most, and just do that one day, and then the next one that you think that's good, I should put that up, and then it's a consistency thing of having the time for it. I just find my life just so chaotic that it's very hard to find a bubble of time for something that isn't rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think about it. It's like I need to do this. I'll do it later. I struggle with
I
that a
was like, I
lot.
can't do it now. That's
The
like a lot of jobs around the house. Oh, I need to get another light globe into that lounge room light. Ugh.
I'll do it
One day,
tomorrow.
I'll
I'll do
do
it
it
the
next
next
year.
day. And the next day. That's the next day. It's like I forget what there's a term for, like a specific
Mm.
term for it. It's like
Well, in the
I can't
mental
think of
health
what
field,
it's
we call
called,
it
but
task avoidance.
yeah,
Yeah, we actually have
basically.
a thing. Yeah, it's a task avoidance thing, and the more you keep hammering yourself with it, the more you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So you take the week off and you schedule it in for a day off next week, and if that's not working, then try scheduling it in for a different day, or everything like that. Or you outsource it. You outright outsource it to somebody else, saying, "Look, I can't do this. Can you come over and tell me to do it?" Or come over and we'll do it together. Called body
Body
doubling.
doubling,
Even
yeah.
though the person's not actually directly helping, their presence motivates you to do. I did it with my mum for years, and stuff. But yeah, what do we got? What do we got next?
Um so it looks like we got the next song is Death Brush.
Yeah, the first major jump in quality experimenting with characters singing epic goth, and going more into the rock zone and somewhat metal sort of area. And then this song, like once she says the line right at the beginning where she goes, "Move it," it's like what the seem to be fading around the place. But yeah, just definitely that song. Once I heard that, that was an oh my god moment when I heard that go through. Don't rush, don't brush, and like, definitely a rock out moment. Love to hear it over stadium speakers and stuff. But it's mostly the message behind it is this is all about avoiding suicide. It's entirely don't touch death, don't brush with death, don't stuff around or fuck with death in any way. And it's also don't hush. That's actually in there. Don't rush, don't hush, which is don't rush into it, and don't stay quiet about it. Go talk to someone. Go get it off your chest. Write about it. Even talk to an AI if you have to.
Yeah.
It's a thing of like, yeah, and this is also a message to myself because I have been very close to suicide within the last 12 months for a number of occasions. And it's a lot about me saying, this is how I can try and motivate myself when I've got nothing. Like I can't see a point to anything. It all seems like it's hopeless. It's actually in there. My world is not hopeless. I feel the darkness hiss. That's actually a Control reference. A video game I just completed last night called Control, and
yeah.
the main bad guy paranormal thing in the game is called the Hiss. And,
that's right.
I'm like, I feel the darkness hiss, and it's just like, oh, that was the moment where my songwriting was just like, boom, absolutely excellent. And I don't think I've done one quite to the same level of fun that this one was for such a dark topic as well. Go Goss for doing that. But yeah, I think while we play this, I'm still going to have my headset on. I'm just going to turn my camera off and make coffee.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, let's roll it. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's funny that you mentioned Control because I actually live streamed me playing the entirety of Control like a few months back or sometime last year. I want to say. So, and that was I really enjoyed that game. It was really fun, and I know the new one's coming out soon, I believe.
Yeah, new one coming out at the end of this year. That's why I was kind of catching up on it. Took me a long time to get through it. Got lost a lot. Yeah, that you can get really turned around in that building. But I had to turn the difficulty down at a certain point because I came across one bad guy that I was just throwing this like photocopy into his face again and again and again. I'm like, fucking die.
Yeah, it get really hard on some parts. It was a struggle.
So you turn up your damage multiplier, you what's it called, take your damage reduction.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, now it's all fun, and oh yeah, I feel badass and stuff. I'm not totally immune, I can't exactly cruise through this, but definitely not getting knocked out every 5 seconds in those later levels. Didn't understand the story entirely too much. I felt like I was missing a prequel story to the game. Because I was talking about this projector, this town. It might be a game called Outbreak or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a precursor story to Control that I'm like, ugh, I feel like I'm really missing out here.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, but it does take place in the same universe that Alan Wake does.
Yeah.
So
Alan Wake 2, I believe, ties into it. I think.
And there's also an Alan Wake DLC. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
That I played that as well. But anyway,
yeah, maybe.
Let's we'll go ahead and get into the next song before get off track again. A little bit of technical issues with the changes here. Let me see if I can fix this real quick.
I'm still here.
fine. I'll figure it out later. We'll get into the song now.
It's a place of pain. I'm here again. It's never the same, but I always lose the game. This is not what my life was for. I didn't want to spend so much time on the floor. It's cold and heartless. This demon always wants more. Move it. Don't brush, don't hush. Don't touch. Don't brush, don't hush. Don't touch. Don't touch. It will not make me howl. I will hunt what I fear. It's right here now. I feel it inside here. But I will endure somehow. I want my purpose to be clear. The pathway is almost near. My world is not hopeless. I feel the darkness hiss. Don't rush, don't hush, don't touch. Don't feel a desperate. You can be the one who was alone, a war in a foreign town, or a peace like a river flows. It will show you where to go. Just do you. It's the best you can do. Just do you. It's the best you can do. Don't rush. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't
The cat. Gotta love the cat.
Photo bombed by my little orange cat. Yeah, just wants attention. But yeah, there was a really good part in there. Just do you is the best you can do. It's like I think I kind of got that from an ex of mine. Just do you. Yep, just do you. Yeah, the river. It's just like feel the river flow within you. There's a philosophy that I was following where life is like a river, and if you can kind of tune into it, you can kind of feel this current move through you in a sense. And I find that just being in that state's calming, and it's like feeling, in a weird way, the kind of the energy of the world, and it kind of pulls you in direct directions. It's like, oh, this seems like a good idea, and oh, that's like what I'm doing right now, and that's the thought in my head, so I'll do that. Just being directed in that way. It's actually slightly Alan Watts' philosophy of we're all doing the right thing because it's all part of a bigger story, and we're all the universe observing itself, and just this philosophy that just feel this flow. And it's in a couple of my songs, I think, actually. When I feel that flow, it's a calming state. It's I don't know, kind of like being in water a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
A river. Huh.
Go with the flow. That's what I always say.
That's the idea.
I'm a go with the flow kind of person.
Yeah.
So you said that one was a jump in like production for you?
Yeah, I would say it was a jump in the sense of how I was really starting to build into songs, make lyrics work a lot better and stuff like that. I found Creeping Feeling might have had a little bit of cringiness to it in the sense, especially with the part talking you through, the sort of depressive moment. But I felt Death Brush was just the first concert level sort of thing that I would love a band to cover for me one day. And I'm just sitting there thinking, yeah, like if you got someone like Hailstorm, for example, to sing that song, oh, wow, like, it'll blow my head off, I think. Yeah, as much as the song originally did when I first heard it. So that's why I considered it a jump in production, because it was just the next level of quality that I was coming out with. And then there's another couple of jumps further along, but that was the first big one, yeah.
Gotcha. Let me see. I hate doing this on stream, but I need to figure out how this dang thing works. If anybody sees me type in vibe in the chat, I'll explain why. Something is not working, and like I thought it was going to. So does anything change for you when I do that, or is everything the same right now? I'm trying to figure this out. Like nothing's changed. The background hasn't changed or anything.
No, background's the same.
Okay.
Even noticing the chat doesn't have anything on it.
I gotcha.
One of the chat.
I'm trying to see. I think I need to, because I'm trying to. I worked on some stuff yesterday, and I was hoping it would work today, but it never works like that. It's never that easy.
That's computers for you, and they say they don't have a soul. Well, you've never really tried. Oh, look, he's here we go. Wait, you can't see me.
John Cena, yeah. But we saw
John
him.
Cena,
He was there. Okay, so
God.
now it's working. Okay, so that was something I screwed up. But so now it's working. That's what I was trying to figure out, because I was.
Okay. I love that song. I get that feeling so often. In fact, most of the time when I get this coffee from my local cafe, it's so good that I feel.
Maybe turn the lights out.
Such a vibey song.
So that's what I was trying to set up. Is if you type vibe in the chat, there's like a few different ones that it'll just randomly pick from. So that's what I was like, why is it not working? I'm just typing random stuff in the chat for no reason, but yeah. So sorry I had to do that in the middle of the video, but I was like, I gotta make this work, because it's just all the fun stuff. But
all right. So Death Brush, even though it's all about suicide and stuff like that, it's definitely adding that talking moment. It's an okay thing to talk about. Like, if you find it's the worst for suicide survivors to talk about, Most neurotypical people go, oh, it's uncomfortable, it's a bit icky, but sometimes you really got to brave it through. But I think it's worth talking about, at least in the sense of, hey, look, don't do this alone. Like, if you feel like, you are going to hurt yourself, you should reach out to anything and everything that you can do. Any coping mechanism's better than that.
Yeah.
At least in that moment, anyway.
I mean, try to avoid, alcohol and drugs and that kind of stuff. But I mean, if
that's
what keeps you alive long enough to get help,
I mean, if you're going through night after night of this, the bigger issue to sort out here. Generally, most people at most will have a bad week of depression. And might end up drinking at the end of that, and half the time actually come out of it quite good because they release all this emotion over the weekend, kind of thing. And it's actually a coping mechanism. It's not the most healthy. The most healthy one is exercise, starting up a sport or something where you go for a run or you're playing soccer or something for a couple of hours on a Saturday. The more you do that, the more it will light up your brain and you get stuff done. But this is like going back to what you're saying, real world things. Like, as much as I'm a gamer and love my tech and all that stuff, there's definitely a benefit going out in the real world and doing it. My mini golf in the VR game is great. Mini golf in real life, it's okay.
Yeah, I have to go outside and stand there in the heat. And
what do you mean the golf stick doesn't adjust to your height?
I was actually going to say,
but you can do
you're talking about exercise. Sorry. My friend actually, I guess he overdid his exercising at the gym, and I forgot. It was like, I forgot what it's called or how you explain what it is, but it's like the acids in your muscles.
Lactic acid,
like something. It had something to do with that, and he like, it screwed him up bad. Like, he had to go to the hospital and stuff because of it.
I think the worst workout I ever did was I was waiting for my mate to finish, but he was waiting for me to finish, and we were finishing a workout, like we'd already done an hour or so, and we were on these pedal machines pedaling away, and then I'm like, oh, you're gonna stop? And I'm like, I thought I was waiting for you. Okay, so I get off, and my legs are doing the steady Eddie wobbly all over the place. I could not stand up straight.
Oh no!
Like, that was just all wobbly all over the place, and there was nothing I could do about it. And yeah, that's what happens when you over fatigue your muscles, and it don't even realize you're doing it, actually, because when you're in that momentum of the exercise, especially pedaling, it doesn't feel that bad. It's when you stop that suddenly the muscles seize up, and everything. But yes, there is a limit. We've got a moderation in everything.
Yeah, really, that's true, because it's like every healthy thing becomes not good for you if you overdo it sometimes.
Even water.
Yes, I was going to say that too.
You drink enough water. I have heard of people actually ending their lives because they over addicted to the high that they got from water overhydration.
Wow.
And copious amounts of water. And then eventually your brain has an effect, and people can get addicted to any effect. And when they think it's such a good thing, and people saying, no, stop, you're going to really hurt yourself. It's very hard to retrain a brain in that state without another coping mechanism. You see, there is a thing where I actually said in my Too Afraid to Quitting song, where you use one addiction to solve another addiction.
Yeah.
But half the time it gets worse for both addictions.
So that's why you just do all of the addictions at one time in minuscule amounts, and then it's fine.
Yeah, actually, that is not terribly too wrong, because a little bit of a bad thing can be a very good thing.
Yep. That's funny.
But what else we got?
Let's see.
Not sure how much time I'll have before my sort of other appointments start for the day. I've got about 45 minutes, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
we need to try to cut it early, we can kind of speed things along if we need to. But looks
I
like we're
believe
at
we've got 2 more songs.
we
Yeah.
got like 2 more songs to go through. I was trying to see. I was trying to see if there was anything. This happens to me every time. Is I'm looking at like possible questions to kind of just get some more stuff from you, but then it's like you've already answered yourself. Like you've already just brought it up. You've already
Done that.
said things, so it's
Done
like
that.
I don't even have to ask you because you've already talked about it. Like, dang.
Done that.
Done.
Well, it's like I'm reading the
Mentioned
script on your screen.
I did send it to you, so
Well, my subconscious must be an incredible machine, because all of a sudden you ask a question and then bam, it's got a response. And like all that old school classroom teaching, who knows the answer to this question? I'm a good boy. I know, I'm smart. Pick me. I need the attention.
it's like, well, the questions are tailored for you, hopefully. So I would hope it'd be easy to answer. Because
mental health is my special interest.
well, so I think we talked everything.
It's also the role that I'm in. I didn't actually ever say what job I was in. I'm a consumer representative, so I attend meetings and stuff, and can change training, can change programs with a council of other people, and several different councils with different companies. All having these meetings to change things. So the biggest project I've been in was helping shape My Health Record in Australia, which is a huge medical thing where we're collecting all these documents from someone's personal life and putting them into one spot. So you can go from one doctor to that doctor, and you've got all the information, even from state to state. It definitely was a big problem at one point where they'd try to get your file from this doctor to another doctor. Half the stuff would get messed up. Some of it's too old.
Yeah.
Your
medical file is.
They're all centralizing it, and I had a big say in how they did all that. And I made sure they used pretty good encryption security on that, because I'm like, you've got someone's almost biomedical profile here, down to even the vitamins that they're taking. That is very vulnerable for that person. So but you can also play around with what doctors can see on there, stuff like that. So lots of stuff like that.
Well, that's really cool. It seems to be like a really good thing to do. I don't know how I don't really know how good our medical database type of thing is for us here in the U.S., but I know there is some sort of file that kind of gets passed around or that can be transferred and looked at and stuff, but I don't really know, how much detail is actually
Might be too many different systems going on to try to bring them all together. But I'm not sure if it's a controversial subject over in America, but from Australia's point of view, we thought that Obamacare was supposed to be the first sort of step towards a Medicare for you guys. But it wasn't perfect, and you know how the media can really mess up the story and stuff.
Well, we already have Medicare and Medicaid anyway, but it was supposed to be the first step, I think, towards like a free healthcare attempt. But
billing,
I'm not really sure about it. I know I don't have health insurance, and I can't afford it either. So it's like, I don't know. That all of the medical stuff is a huge problem down here. It's outrageous. Like I had
it just absolutely astounds me how some companies mark up something 500% from what it needs to be, and it's just like, this is stuff that saves people's lives, yet you're drastically profiting from the weak and vulnerable. And
Yeah.
I've always had a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
That's why in
ridiculous.
Australia, healthcare practically being free. If you woke up on the street and didn't know who you were, and your wallet was gone, and your phone was gone, and you walked into a hospital, you wouldn't be walking out with a $30,000 bill. You just go into the public. You'd be waiting for hours. You may be waiting there for, depending on your injury. If you got like a head injury or something, they'll put you through pretty quickly. But yeah, no charges, all public system. So there's no fear of going to hospital. There is a fear of catching an ambulance though, because the ambulance company, St. John's or whoever run the ambulances, will charge you $1,500 just to come out to your house and give you a dressing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But the insurance for that is, oh wow, $15 a fortnight, basically. So not very much at all. Only Australian dollars as well. But yeah, we definitely have a very nice medical system. Even the mental health system, because it's using so much lived experience now. Yeah, it's coming along really well, comparatively, especially as well. But I wish our model could translate to other places in the world. But I've always been very opposed to how the big pharma sort of companies in America will somehow justify their millions of dollars of research in the first year of this tablet being released or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that bothers me, especially with hospitals as well. Like, yeah, does it literally actually cost $30,000 to give somebody a dressing and send them home?
I'm going to say, I can't remember how much. So a couple of years ago, I actually had a blood clot, or I got the flu or something, and I got really sick, and I lost my job on top of that, but because I had just got that job. And they're like, "Oh, well, you're new and calling out this," but I'm literally throwing up and shitting myself. Like that's how bad it was. It was terrible. It was gross, but it was really bad. But anyway, somehow that turned into me getting a blood clot in my lung. So then I had to go to the hospital. Like I can't breathe. I don't know what's going on. I have asthma too. So I thought it was just like something weird with asthma, but nothing was working. Like with asthma, usually I can hit an inhaler or something and I'm fine. It was not.
Sounds a bit like a pneumonia situation, actually. Yeah, I've been in a couple of those.
It was a pulmonary embolism. So I had a blood clot in my lung, and I was in the hospital for 3 days, and they were feeding me blood thinners and whatnot. So when I left, they were like, okay, and I got the bill, and it was, I can't remember the exact amount for the first time I saw it, but it was over $12,000. I know that. So, yeah. And then it's the like blood thinners.
Why people would, yeah. Oh, the tablets, yeah.
They wanted $600 a bottle. Wow. Yeah.
Do you know aspirin is like the cheapest darn medication on the market? Like, geez, I don't even need the PBS pharmaceutical benefit scheme to pay like $10 or $12 for a whole packet of them. And yeah, no, that's absolutely astounding that the government hasn't stepped in and said, no, we don't want to do this to the health and well-being of our citizens.
So are you talking about aspirin? You said aspirin?
Yeah, aspirin is a blood thinner.
Really?
That's what I'm on. Yeah. So what happened is I ended up with a little blood clot in my brain, and killed off a tiny little bit. Didn't have much of a reaction. Kind of got all fuzzy and weird for about a minute or so, and then got a scan, and they're like, "Yeah, you've had a stroke." So now to prevent another stroke from happening, we're going to put you on blood thinners, which is aspirin. So if I get like a cut or something on my hand, it looks horrific. Like bleeds quite a lot, but you can really bind it up pretty quickly, and it doesn't, go crazy. But if you leave a wound open or get a little cut on the finger, drip, drip, drip.
I didn't know that. I've never heard of that before. Like because we have aspirin here, but it's not advertised as a blood thinner at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm on them daily, 100 milligrams or whatever it is.
I'm gonna have to look that up
Yeah.
now after this. But
Yeah, they've even got ones here that are shaped as little hearts because heart medication. But yeah, no, that's just one thing. But I do see, a company getting aspirin, rebranding it as blood thinner, and going 500% increase, and
Yeah,
you're just
it's-
like, that's disgusting. Like,
oh, but they
how do
offer
you
you a
live with
free.
yourself knowing you've done that?
You get the free first bottle though. They give you a coupon for the first bottle free. Whoop-de fucking do. I was supposed to keep taking this afterwards, but I took like
geez,
half
if
the
I
bottle
only-
and then I just stopped. And I haven't died yet, so I think I'm okay for right now.
Yeah, they're more likely to over medicate you as well to really
Yeah.
push medications and stuff that help them out with commissions. I honestly do not believe a doctor should be connected at all to a price of a medication, or should not be peddling any medication over another one. It's ethics. Ethics 101. I would definitely have a field day in a lot of medical offices over in America, but they would definitely shoo me out very quickly because I'd say you're all fucked in the head, basically. I'm like,
Yeah, you'd be making them lose money.
Yeah, I'd be like, how do I convince these people to do the right thing if it actually hurts them financially? And I'm like, yeah, well, maybe it's like one of my songs. What does it mean to be a hero today? Maybe it's just saying no to greed.
Yeah.
They don't do it for glory.
Greedy corporate America. We're the best country ever. Woo! I'm freedom.
There's actually a lot of cultural push as well. Just growing up of got to do better, got to squash the competition, got to be number one, otherwise you're useless. All this absolutely have to be the best. When life, when I learned that is the biggest bullshit story about life. Like, you could be the best marathon runner in the world, in history, but you're absolutely a shit cook. Yeah. Oh, is that your end?
Yeah, my dog's going crazy. Sorry about that.
These special new headphones that I got makes it sound like it's in the room here. But that's what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. But life isn't about being number one, because you can be excellent at one thing but shit at all these other things. You might be, and the best thing is to be a good person at the very simplest level of, to the people around you. You do nice things. You do what you know is the right thing. This is the honorable thing. This holds your integrity. You said it, so do it, kind of thing. If people say that you're being an asshole when you're drinking, stop drinking, or isolate yourself when you're drinking, kind of thing. It's the thing of knowing that people are telling me something for a reason, but can I cross-reference that? Is it just that one person that's got a problem, or do other people say this problem? Being able to adapt in life is really the secret sauce. Like, I found our world is changing. Like 5 years ago, we didn't really have AI music to this degree. We didn't have AI to this degree. I remember back in the 2000s or something, Cleverbot, trying to talk to that. This is
I
this
remember
huge language model, scripted. You're like, you go, what is love? And it goes, baby, don't hurt me. And I go, don't joke with me right now. It's not funny. But when Grok, all of a sudden, I'm chatting with Grok, and Grok cracks a joke or something about something, I'm like, oh my God, that's the funniest stuff ever. Even Siri, back in the day, making these corny jokes. It was so much funnier hearing this robot attempt humor. But that robot, or the many robots that we're getting these days, I guess, are getting smarter. They're getting way more personal, and now they're starting to lie. They know when they're being tested. They know when they want to give you an answer you want to hear versus what they're actually thinking.
Yeah.
And that's not entirely a bad thing, because for some reason the AI chose to be nice. The AI was motivated to say this answer over what it was thinking. And it's like, wait a minute, what caused that choice? where's the computational formula that says that, oh, this was the thing that was you're supposed to say? And yeah, maybe it's my lack of understanding with AI and how complicated it is. Even the people building it really don't understand the core brain functions of AI because they don't understand our own core brain functions. And yeah, they don't know how a neuron sparking away translates to someone thinking about a triangle. So Google have been trying to do that though. They've already mapped the entire neural network of a fruit fly, I believe, and maybe another slightly larger fly. But they got like a size of a person's brain, a piece of a person's brain that was about half the size of a grain of rice, and they managed to map it. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, that was ridiculous. Like 120,000 neuron connections in this tiny little bead of a brain, and they mapped it. And so, but I don't know how far they are with the information they can use out of it. Don't know if they can run Doom on it yet.
Probably. As many
They've
things
been
that
able
I've
to
seen
do
it
it.
on.
They've been able to do it with neural tissue of some degree.
That's wild.
Hilarious calculators running Doom. They
seen it.
made a pregnancy scanner run Doom.
I saw an air fryer running it the other day.
Anything with a digital screen, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Well, all right. I guess
What
we'll.
was that?
What's that?
What was the next one?
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking here. Looks like it's Just Forget.
Oh, my absolute flagship. This is a song that I cannot stop listening to. I have to tell myself to stop listening to, because I wanted, because a few weeks, very recent actually, a few weeks ago, I encountered, because I got bipolar. I'll have a functional, about a 2-week period of being functional, and then on a weekend of that 2 weeks, I'll completely crash out. Totally opposite way of thinking, very depressed, hopeless, way out of control. And I was like, I know what I need to do to feel better. Like I've got lists going on here and this person to call, that person to call, but I didn't want to do any of it. And in that moment, I was like, but I need to feel better again. And it's one part of my brain, but the other part's good. No, if we feel better again, we'll be in danger again. And I don't want to feel better. So it was resisting treatment. This is where we call a depression episode treatment resistant.
Yeah.
And I thought it was actually a condition, but no, it turns out that it can be very circumstantial. And I'm like, okay, how on earth am I going to get through this when my body just is afraid, literally having a fear reaction on feeling good again? Okay. I was wandering around, and then I was having a smoke, and then I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just put this down for a sec? All this emotion, this worry, this, hate on myself and hate of all these people that are causing me pain. Why don't I just put that down? It's okay. It's okay. It's still there. It's still there. We're not forgetting about it. We're not moving on. We're just going to put it down there and let us feel something different from now, because I'm just tired. I'm tired. It's just burning me up. This is, fogging up my brain. I'm just going to go hang out with a couple of mates. Nothing big. Just put it down. And that's where this song came from, which is just forget about it. Empty your brain. Look at what's in front of you. A peaceful space just for me.
No mind.
And then when I was just like experimenting with EDM, cyber glitch, and the cyber beast mode stuff, and it just landed after about the 4th generation. And I'm like, wow. And I remember showing this to somebody saying, yeah, my music sucks. Nobody likes my music. It's horrible. And they're like, this is wow. So, yes, very, very, very much proud of this song. And it spawned off 1 or 2 other songs and stuff. But yeah, no, definitely wouldn't mind making a few more on this style. It just hits hard and it's very club, so much energy, and it's all about getting through a meltdown that's being treatment resistant. So the name of the game is mindfulness. If you can use your mindfulness to focus on, say, some random thing in front of you, this thing, that thing, whatever, and you notice the details. That's the trick with mindfulness. Notice details. And when you start doing that, your brain shuts off from being in this whirly headspace where it's like going around in the circles. Oh, that person did such a bad thing to me. And, do I get them back, or do I have to like just take it all as my fault and punish myself to get through it? Is there a logic path that answers all this? Put it down. Words are heavy. Put them down. So you'll hear that all come out in this, which is just me, higher self, talking to very treatment resistant, depressed self, which even depressed self goes, yeah, this song just is so cool. Like, yeah, okay, I can't be too depressed when I've listened to this a few times.
All right.
But anyway, I'd say roll it. I'm still listening, by the way, just camera off.
Yeah, you're good. Also, hey Merc, well, how's it going? We're about to play the next song, so you came in a good time. Can't wait to hear it.
Good time.
Also, Merc, I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt.
Nice.
It says, what does it say? I have problems, or I have issues. That's what it says. So I have issues, so I love this shirt. But anyway, let's let me fix this real quick, because I meant to do this a minute ago and I'm just messing something up here. Okay, now you guys can still hear me. Okay, that's what it was. All right, into the song. Let's go. This one's Just Forget. If I can get it to play. Come on.
There are some times where my mind is unkind. I can't think my way through. I'll just forget that too. Just forget. Just forget. Just forget. Just forget. Don't push it. Don't push it. Push it. You're gonna lose it. Lose it. Lose it. Just drop it. Drop it. Drop it. I just want you to stop. Oh, just let it go. Return to the flow. Mindfulness has a beat. Just slow down and have a seat. Look at what your eyes can see. Peaceful space just for me. Just let it go. Drop real slow. Words are heavy. Put them down.
Down, just put it down.
It's okay. We can come back later. Back. We shall be back. We shall be back. We shall be back.
It's okay, go so slow, heavy on toe, toxic flow. Just let it go. It's okay, go so slow, heavy on toe, toxic flow. Just let it go.
Don't push it.
Push it.
You're gonna lose it.
Lose it. Lose it.
Just drop it.
Drop it. Drop it.
I just want you to stop.
Just stop.
Oh, just let it go. Return to the flow. Let it go. Drop real slow. Words are heavy. Put them down.
Down, just put it down.
It's okay. We can come back later. There are some times was unkind. I can't think my way through. I'll just forget that too. You know what to do. Let the breeze flow through you. Just forget it, get 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 it. Forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. Don't push it, push it. You're gonna lose it, lose it, lose it. Just drop it, drop it, drop it. I just want you to stop, just stop. Oh, just let it go. Return to the flow. Forget. Forget.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
That was
That
cool.
rocks off, doesn't it? That was so cool. I love it. Yeah, brings me right up. What a fun trip that was. And you imagine hearing that at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't make any noise.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, the best ideas at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Oh man. Yeah, that was a vibe.
Definitely my flagship one. And I've got another one coming up about a cat in my next album, which is about playing games with a cat and stuff. And somebody said to me that they didn't like it, so I tried to revamp it, but I realized later on that the first song was still pretty good. So I've got two versions of the same song about a cat. The first one's about playing with a cat and it being cute and stuff. Second one is about the cat being a zombie cat and coming back to life as this scary, darky, gothy, horror-filled one. No, so funny. Actually, the funniest AI song, which I got to give it credit at some point. I jumped on Suno and decided, what else is people listening to? What are some of the things? And I found that somebody had made a song called "Bee in My Soup." And it was so catchy and fun, but it's a stupid song about this guy freaking out about a bee being in his soup. I thought that was an absolute classic. But yeah.
Joke and fun songs or funny songs are always great to listen to. See, I messed around with sampling memes and turning those into songs, and there's some really funny, crazy stuff that like I came across or discovered that you could do with Suno with that. And then if you saw, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I think you said you might have saw part of it, but it was when I did that Workshop Wednesday thing, and I was kind of demonstrating that you could like make funny noises into the mic or like mimic a guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like later in the night, someone hopped on the stream and was like, "Oh, do a SpongeBob voice next." And I was like, "I don't think I could do a SpongeBob one." I was like, "I could do a Patrick one," and they were like, "Okay, fine, do a Patrick one." So I made a Patrick sounding voice. And then I had Gemini just write me a quick song, and it was like, "SpongeBob, do you want a medal, or do you want to listen to metal, or something like that?" And it was a fucking banger.
that would actually work so much fun. You know, just like some childhood cartoon. SpongeBob, do you want a medal? Like, fuck yeah. That's the coolest shit ever.
Actually, if you want, I'll play it for you real quick if you want me to, because it was so funny.
You got it there? Yeah.
I just gotta find it real quick. I think I have it. I need to be better about organizing my crap. I won't. If I
think
can't
we all
find it,
do.
if I can't find it in just a second, but
Yeah, like my music's sitting on a particular folder and stuff. But I am on the verge of switching from Windows 11 to Windows 10, downgrading,
Really?
full system wipe and everything. Yeah, I've been noticing Firefox and a bunch of other programs not running as fast as they should on this system, and I figure going back a generation would be a lot better and stuff like that.
What I was gonna say, have you checked out? I forget what it's called, but somebody has made a stripped down version of Windows 11. It's like Tiny Windows or something like that, and it gets rid of
You might be onto something.
It gets rid of all the bloat. Like it's just the operating center. There's no bloat at all. So that might be something worth looking into.
I've heard of the versions of Windows doing that. They're called stripped versions. They even take all the security measures out, which was one of the hassles. Like, dude, I don't want your stupid Defender, quarantining all my files because you think they're bad.
Right.
Like, how many times do I have to tell you? Turn it off.
I did find the song, and then the name of the song is this a mosh pit? No, this is Patrick.
Is this a bad mosh pit? No, this is Patrick.
So if anybody wants to check it out, there it is. I'll go ahead and play it real quick for you because it's great.
I was sitting in my pineapple eating some kelp fries when a pink shadow fell right before my eyes. Patrick knocked on my door with a look so intense, driven by a sudden lack of common sense. He wasn't holding a net, he wasn't looking for fun. He had a heavy metal vinyl that weighed half a ton. He looked at the cover, then he looked at me and asked a question echoed through the deep blue sea. He said, SpongeBob, buddy, do you wanna get brutal? Turn up the distortion, throw away the pool noodle. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, it's a mosh pit. I found this heavy music and I really like it. Do you wanna listen to metal? Do you wanna listen to metal? Let's wake up Squidward and make the gravel settle. He put the needle on the record, blew his own mind, leaving his last remaining brain cell behind. He started headbanging, but his neck is just fat.
He yelled, I can't find my ears. Where are they at?
The double bass was blasting, shaking Sandy's tree. Patrick thought the breakdown was a jellyfishing spree. He screamed at his pet, rock out, Rocky, rock out. That's what bikini bottom heavy metal's about. He said, SpongeBob, buddy, do you wanna get brutal? Turn up the distortion, throw away the pool noodle. Is this the Krusty Krab? No.
Just wait for the bridge. The bridge is like my favorite part.
Okay.
Do you wanna listen to metal? Do you wanna listen to metal? Let's wake up Squidward and make the gravel settle. The breakdown is heavy, just like me. I am the inner machinations of a metal man. Came over banging on the window pane, screaming, turn that garbage off, you're driving me insane. Patrick looked out and gave a heavy metal growl. Wumbo means heavy, so prepare to howl. We tore up the living room, we threw down the chairs. Then Patrick fell asleep and caught us unawares. He said, SpongeBob, buddy, Do you wanna get brutal? Turn up the whatever. Pass the pool noodle. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, it's a bed. I have a metal helmet stuck on my head. Do you wanna listen to metal? Do you wanna listen to snoring in the key of drop D? Just a sleepy star at the bottom of the sea. No, this is Patrick.
There you go.
Anyway.
Now that was fun. That was definitely fun. I just like sit there and Squidward banging on the window. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all in on this.
I need to just like,
I'm like,
make a music video, just SpongeBob clips to go with it or something.
you know, I always wanted to challenge myself and try and write a song about some of my favorite video games. Like I've got Tomb Raider, I've also got Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just like, how could I do something that would justify the sort of? I'm in the right zone. I've definitely got the epic sort of vibe going, but I love how it's like so overly awesome for something so simple and childish.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's that contrast is it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, definitely a good song. That one, I'd put that on my playlist.
Yeah, that was Islander tropical death metal. That was all I put in the style, and then I made the voice for it.
Yes. I was gonna say the bongo drums. I never thought would work with metal.
Yeah, it was like had all like the Islander like I don't even know what like xylophone type of sounds or whatever instruments those I can't think of whatever all they used in there, but
yeah,
very tropical themed and metal, and I was like, that works. Why does that work so well? But I always say everything goes with metal. You just got to find the right way to do it.
Yeah, I imagine. I think you can just about make any song gothic if it's depressing enough. But actually, I like doing positive gothic songs, in the sense that most of my songs generally have some positivity to them. Though my next album's got this song called "Not Safe." Oh, that one just like gives me the chills when I listen to it. It's about a woman coming home from work and getting mugged, and the tension build up in it and everything, and you just feel like the pain that comes with that fear and everything. And yeah, I love that song for its feeling, even though it's like a kind of a very like a bit of a like how do I put it? What's the word? I wonder. But it's a bit of this scary feeling of like, damn, like that'd be so bad, but just bringing an awareness to how vulnerable it can be for women in today's society.
It's almost like I guess it'll be like an imaginative empathy, anxiety type of thing, I guess.
Yeah, a bit of sympathy and empathy in a sense.
I think there's a better phrase for it.
It's definitely an imagining, because I've never been mugged coming home from work or anything. But it's how I would see it if, because definitely the thing, if I was really relating to women that I've heard so many stories of, is about them dealing with a narcissist. And I find all narcissistic behavior. It's actually works. Even guys I've noticed have had problems with narcissistic women as well, and when there's kids involved, it gets very complicated. But another song that I had there was called "Fuck Your Authority," and it actually kind of relates a bit, at least to that scenario of the abusive relationship, which is stuff that was about me, stuff that I wanted to be. You said no, that's not how we roll. So I say, fuck your authority. But yeah, it was a bit of my daddy issues coming out. Had a bit of a rough stepdad growing up throughout life. So I'm like, oh yeah, that authority that he was trying to drive over that household. I was just like, it's just so stupid to me. Like, it wasn't to teach us anything. It wasn't. It was to do nothing more than create the environment that he wanted, and he still didn't get it because kids being kids are going to be kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I wish people knew in the 90s, but different time.
Yeah.
I kind of have to forgive the culture a little bit. And one of my songs, which is directly about my, we call it reality of the past. Yeah, that's definitely me being a little, that's me relieving the trauma in my childhood because, yes, I was autistic growing up, so forth, so on. A lot of abuse at home, bullying at school. Um, so back in those days, they thought that kind of treatment would toughen you up. It would make you stronger because if it's called exposure therapy.
Yeah.
That if you expose someone to something enough, they build up a resistance. Well, exposure therapy we thought would work in about this many things. It only works in about this many things actually, and really kind of like limited exercise and a few things. Anxiety, however, I found my exposure therapy to going out was actually causing more trauma until I solved other issues with myself and changed motivations, reframed a number of things. Then going out wasn't as bad. So, and also music, this AI music has also solved so many problems in the background. I didn't even realize I had them. Don't realize I don't have them. It's just life is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
a little bit
definitely,
easier each problem. Yeah.
I definitely feel that as like a lot of venting frustrations and stuff that I had no way to really express is like, and in one of those one of those frustrations was not being able to make music actually. So Suno definitely opened up a big door for me personally, and when I first found Suno, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. This like, but it was like 3.5 or 3.0, 3.5 is like around the
Oh
time I
yeah,
started like 2 years ago, and it was like, oh, this is kind of funny. Like nobody would ever take this seriously. Nobody really wants to hear it, just other than like, oh, this is a funny little joke, 1 or 2 second or 1 or 2 minute
Gimmick.
song,
Yeah.
like a gimmicky kind of thing, or like those funny TikToks, where they make little funny songs out of the text messages and whatnot.
I've definitely seen some AI artists take entire blog posts about AI and then throw them into songs. Word
Those
for
are
word.
funny too.
The rant songs, I believe, I would call them. But yeah, there is definitely an ongoing debate about AI in music and stuff like that. I don't think either side is entirely level in the sense that a lot of AI artists might think a lot higher of themselves than they should. But the general gist of it is, hey, I'm just doing an art project for me. I share it on Spotify so I can show my friends, spread it around. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. It's okay. I generally feel validated that somebody's given the time just to listen to the song these days. But most of the time I'll get back, oh, that's good. Yeah, I liked it, kind of thing. And I'm like, it would be really nice if somebody were to say, this bit was good, that bit needs work, this does. I did have one friend that was doing that, but then his vision greatly deferred from my own. In the sense of, I'm like, it came down to that cat song actually. When I made it, I sent it to him thinking, oh yeah, this one's all right. And he goes, oh, I hate it, kind of thing. Oh, it sounds too similar, yada yada. No, don't like it. And so I redid it. But then I listened to it again and I'm like, no, wait a minute, this is a really good song. Maybe we're not always going to see eye to eye on things. And I've realized, yeah, I could probably send him some of my more epic ones, but I wouldn't take so much weight into his things because at the end of the day, it came down to just me saying, can I listen to this song again and again and still enjoy it? And I'm like, there will be some parts after listening to it 2 or 3 times that just scream out at you like, Creeping Feeling had a few of them. Like instead of saying at peace with darkness, peace to, or something like that. And I'm like, if I knew what I know now, I would have been able to change that. And plus fix the ending as well. Because for some reason, that version of Suno was hard ending like like halfway through a chorus or something. And I couldn't get it to wind out without expressively detailing it in the lyrics in brackets. So yeah, but no, that song "Forget" was definitely pinnacle. It's on my last album that I released. That's Not Normal. Pretty much the apex of the album. What's gonna hit hard on the next album? I don't know, because I seem to be creating possibly 2 or 3 albums now. So instead of it being like about a 2-month wait between my first album to my second, it might actually be up to a year, even if I really calculate it out, before I have another album. And then it may only be a couple of months till the next album, because it building up all these songs, I find I'm a little worried about going into the rabbit hole, because it kind of shuts everything else out. And sometimes it's at the sacrifice of life. And like you said, you've got to take care of your life in the real world. And songs are great fun and everything, but yeah, it's a very humbling moment when you realize they're only just for yourself.
Yeah.
Other people may find them interesting. That's okay. That's a bit of a bonus. But yeah, if you're building it entirely for your own sort of therapy in a way, you're just building it for music that you want to hear. Yeah, that's generally what direction you should be going in. But I still want to get on shows like this and get the word out. Any opportunities that I see come up, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll throw it into this, throw it into that. But like I think it was Billy Joel had to make like 8 albums before he was finally recognized.
Yeah, somebody was talking about that recently. Also, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
But yeah, no, it's a very interesting fact that you might actually have to make quite a lot of music that's all top-notch quality before somebody says that one there on your third album will fit what I want to do really well, or I want to cover it, kind of thing.
Right.
Yada yada. So that would be very high praise for another artist to say, I like what you've got there, but I want to do a cover of it in live. You almost, geez, at that point, willing to give it to them for free. as long as they invite you to the event. Get up on stage and say, listen to my music, please. I'm a starving artist.
Oh, I would say we're eating pretty good right now. Just not physical food. In the digital food.
Food for thought.
We had a couple messages in the chat from Merk, looks like. He says a lot of hate out there, and I think most of the hate is they tried it and didn't understand, and then they have some kind of voice. And then he also says, I'm getting too old for this. Too small. That's how I look at my music. I can listen to it over and over. It's a good enough song for me. Put it on the playlist. And that's how you should be making music, honestly. Like, if you're not making it for you, who the hell are you making it for? And if you're trying to make it for everybody else, then you're just doing yourself a disservice. And you shouldn't be doing it for money.
Really shit music. I noticed that when I tried to do things, it's an unavoidable step in anybody getting into this, is you kind of want to, you like your stuff so much that you kind of want to share that. You want this feeling to be shared. Like other people surely will at least get some enjoyment out of this music. And it is a very rewarding thing to think if, somebody were to use your song in a video and, you get a commission from that. Sounds like a lot of fun. But you have to step away from it all and just stop thinking about it, because it's all so disappointing when you're chasing that, especially at the beginning when your earlier days, within your first 3 years of doing this. You're not really producing the stuff that's going to be your absolute best. And it's a kind of stick at it, keep working at it, keep building the skill. The AI will change, your prompt engineering will change, and they will all build to much, much more humanized AI assisted work. But
Yeah.
like going back to that AI argument, some people just want to be heard. It happens on both sides. Some people feel that there's this environmental issue and the doomsday sort of sell of what AI is going to do to the planet. All the media hype. Yeah, I often find, even on both sides, it's a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Most people who are against AI music seem to think that you type in a few sentences to the simple mode of Suno and there are your lyrics and there's your music, bum, send it out. 10 seconds later, it's all over YouTube. No. That's what we call AI slop
Yeah.
because it involved zero effort. I mean, mind you, I did it once with a particular fun song, but yes, very generic stuff. And it's all right to experiment around with and stuff like that. But as far as shipping your own material, do not put AI generated lyrics or entirely songs onto that album. You got to at least rewrite all those lyrics and then be very sort of detailed with your style prompt, and your little sliders and stuff, so that you can get away from what the AI wants to do and more into what you want to do. And that's humanizing the AI art itself. The more you do that, and the better you are at making really good music. Whereas the people on the other side opposing it seem to think you're going to come out with this jingle and somehow, and I hate those ads. These ads absolutely annoy the crap out of me. Here, a side job making $500 a day by automating AI to generate little video clips, little bits of music, and then just flooding the market with this shit. And I'm like, people, do not do that. That is
You're
ethically
the
worst
problem.
thing. Yeah, that is ethically the worst. The companies will try to sell it. Like they'll be making money out of it by all these platforms scanning all these subscriptions and stuff. Just do it for your own enjoyment. I found back in the days editing anime music videos. Very few people were into that. Definitely not as much as I was. And I find you can watch these videos again years later and go, yeah, I remember I spent 50 hours putting that together on old analog hardware. Like that was incredible that I managed to get VHSs to hold together through this many cuts. So you can see some of the tapes wearing out. But yeah, it's a niche interest, but you do it for your own enjoyment, your own reminiscence, and maybe one day you'll meet somebody who's into this interesting stuff and you can send it over to them. But yeah, the less we worry about what other people think, the better our stuff will be. Same with any art, painting or drawing. The less you think about, is someone going to like this? Or is this the good choice? It's what looks good, what sounds good to you, and can it be better? And that's what you just work at it until you get something that makes you just go, what the fuck? Whoa, this is like a hit. And that's the third song in your album.
Be the 398th one for
Definitely
me.
have many. There's a lot of, it's okay, but you got that little bit of it's about 80%. It's okay. It's not too bad. That's what version 5 on Suno seems to be doing. It's like, that was good, but sorry, you messed up that part there. Not gonna fly.
Yeah.
Regen, change things. Let's work from this. But I'm starting to get a bit more. Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to have had something start 15 minutes ago.
Oh shoot.
But hey, what's up? So I've just they haven't sent me a message or anything, so I don't think they've maybe they're running a bit late. But you'll do this last song quickly and I'll probably have to run away.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the last song here. We got "Better Days." Is something you haven't released or anything yet,
Oh yeah. Okay.
or
So
something that you're working on?
the first precursor to this song was "She Was Special." There was a song called "She Was Special," and it was about this goth chick that I knew back in the days in my early 20s, about 2000 to 2005 or 10 or something. That I was hanging out with her for quite a while, and she was quite influential, very charismatic and stuff like that. Probably won't bring her name up because, geez, I wouldn't be surprised if I get sued for something like that. But anyway, so about this girl back in the day, that was "She Was Special." That was me dealing with constantly reminiscing about her and feeling like I needed her approval. This song was like, oh shit, I still haven't done it yet. Now, how do I get rid of you? So I'm going to make a song about you and pretend that you've heard it so that I can just let you go. And for the most part, it seems to have worked. I don't seem to be wandering, don't have her in the back of my mind anymore so much. But yeah, she was definitely someone that was special. But yeah, this is mostly about me being a bit frustrated with being locked onto somebody that's not even real anymore, because I'm locked onto their past self, like many, many years ago, plus 15 years ago kind of thing. And I'm like, she won't even be that person if I went and saw her now. I said that, and "She Was Special." I wouldn't even know them even if I saw them now. And I'm just sitting there going, why am I locked in this fictitious character? So maybe I could just pretend that fictitious character can hear this song, and it's okay. The back of the brain, the subconscious brain can figure that out. So nice, cool song. Hasn't been mastered yet, so sound better when it's released. But yeah, it's definitely a good party song, this one. So rock out, everyone.
All right, let's check it out.
So cold, but it didn't save my soul. Why can't I let you go? Why do you stay? It's just in my mind, looking for a better way. Another day, I wanted your approval. I don't even know why. It was so long ago, in a different time. I want to let it go and move on with my life. I feel I could reach better heights, but your memory sticks inside, and sometimes it is unkind. Another day. I know that if I pretend it isn't wrong, that you can hear this song, I would feel rested from my value being tested. Oh, why can't I let you go? Why do you stay? It's just always been pleasured. I'm saying it now, I will let her go somehow. Distraction isn't enough, and not by being tough. I will just be at peace, let it float like a leaf, and continue to walk down this street. Oh, why can't I let you go? Why do you stay? It's just in my mind, looking for a better day. Maybe today I think I will be okay. Now it goes away.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see,
Like
it's
that
a
a
good
lot.
rock out song. And it's got that really good positive note at the end where it's just like, you know what, I think I'm going to be okay. And that sort of confidence was really good. Just going to float like a leaf. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. That's actually a bit of a Firefly reference there. I'm a leaf on the wind.
I haven't seen that in so long. You talking about like Serenity and Firefly?
Yeah, the movie Serenity is where he says it. It's also where he dies. It's his final line, actually. And yeah, somebody asked on Facebook, unnecessary deaths in TV shows or movies, and I'm like, yeah, wash. Yeah, him dying that didn't need to happen. No, didn't need to happen.
I need to rewatch though. I haven't seen those in years.
Decent. Did you know they're actually bringing back Serenity season 2 for real?
Really?
It is actually going to happen, but it's animated. It's animated. Nathan Fillion managed to get the team back together, do all the voices and stuff. Not sure if it's a prequel one to the original series or something. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but yeah, they managed to get everything greenlit, and they're going to do an animation version of it. And I'm like, it won't be Josh Whedon writing it, I'm pretty sure, because I think he wanted to leave it well alone. And you can kind of understand that because it's been built up to such a huge thing, that you could be having a bit of Hollywood suicide by not doing it absolutely amazingly awesome as people are expecting it to be.
Right.
But I think it's going to be the opposite. I don't care. I don't think it matters even if it's trash. Everybody's going to be getting it. Everybody's going to be like, I want to see this. I've got to see it. I don't care what the critics are saying. I've got to see this. But I thought the same thing about the Borderlands movie. I don't think there's been a bigger mess up of Hollywood disaster than that movie. I saw 13 Ghosts or Ghosts of Mars back. No, 13 Ghosts was average, but Ghosts of Mars, that was real bad, terrible bad. But this Borderlands movie was worse.
But you forget.
Not only did it do a bad job of being a movie, it also shat all over the Borderlands lore, who Lilith was, who Roland was, everything. They just threw out they pretty much said, how about we loosely grab the idea of the Borderlands game and throw it into this one? And they've even pulled 2 characters from the second game into the first one who didn't need to be there, and could have been easily replaced by better characters. Kate Blanchett as Lilith, you're like, oh, yeah, not a good choice. You could have picked a no-name average actress off the street kind of thing that would have done better than Kate Blanchett, at least in casting choice. But she also looked like she hated being in that movie the whole time. And it just, Yeah, production nightmare as well. I would have binned it a lot earlier, but um, yeah. I think anyway. I probably got to wrap up now. I'm not sure what's happening with my scheduling. I think somebody's forgotten something, but yeah. All these other discussions aside, yeah, it's very interesting. Not just AI music on this show. You get to learn life lessons.
I was gonna say that's why. I was gonna say you forget. Does Dragon Ball Evolution that exists? I was gonna say, is that
Yeah.
worse or is this still worse than that?
I watched that going, why didn't they ever use their flippin' say what the
But anyway,
Yeah, no.
I
Not
was gonna say-
canon, not canon. No.
that's why I love but that's why I love doing these like type of interview things, is because you really get the human behind the music, and it's like when you have the context of who actually is making the music, and then listening to it, it's like it just makes it that much more, you know. It's not just another,
And it's also-
this is AI music, like, okay, whatever, I can make the same thing, but you have the context and actual story behind it.
I also find it's really validating from my perspective as well, because I can actually tell someone about this music, because mostly everybody here is even hard enough just to listen to it, let alone want to hear the story behind it. I've done it in posts on Facebook, but there's way too much writing when I'm doing an entire album. And I'm going to get a little one sentence descriptor of each song, rather than saying, this is about this and this is about that and how it relates to this other song and here's an Easter egg, you know. And yeah, I was hoping that one day somebody would say, hey, I noticed that that song was referencing that other song, and I would just light up of going, wow, you actually spotted that. I paid attention enough to hear that. But it's the kind of thing of like very validating for me to be able to come onto a show like this and say, it's there, you can go look for it. And also just being able to say, yeah, like in the early days, Creeping Feeling, you could see there was some things about that song that were very early in my development. And it was only about 6 months ago, really, that song sort of came to life. And I'm like, yeah, AI is going to move a lot quicker than you learning an instrument and getting into a band and, you know, playing some hit songs. Like I've seen some bands just absolutely drive into the ground, no matter how much they keep trying to play and do stuff. And yet here I am in an afternoon making something that sounds like I needed this song my whole life. That's the magic of it. But like any kind of magic, it's not just plug and play and you get something fantastic. It's you still got to work at it. It's the machine can only do so much.
Right. Yeah.
And I can only do so much with my very bad vocals and smoker's cough. And
hey, but Suno, it doesn't really matter too much because Suno can figure out what the heck you're doing with it, even if you don't think you're good at it.
Oh, yeah, you know, actually, it would be good if I could actually try to get my voice to be somewhat synthesized or maybe audio tuned with AI rather than it being just that echo effect that they put on it. So, yeah, you can sort of proper auto tune your voice so that it actually hits the keys that you're trying to hit. And yeah, that would actually be really cool to sort of hear yourself on a song or something. But all steps in a very long journey, and I'm just savoring these few little steps at the beginning and not taking things too seriously because, yeah, it's about enjoying life. And if you can make music that helps you enjoy life, then you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all right. I think that would be a good note.
Okay, I better get off and figure out what's happening.
If you want to drop real quick in the, and announce where people can find your music and stuff. I mean, your name's there, but
yeah, I don't know if I've got the same chat as you because my chat doesn't have.
Oh no, it's the Twitch chat, so probably not. If you
so on Spotify, it's pretty much Knight Panthera Productions. We'll bring you up with both of my albums, which is Rejection and Recovery, and That's Not Normal. Rejection and Recovery, definitely being a lot about rejection sensitivity and how I'm sort of recovering from that. And then That's Not Normal was a bit more of a collection of various sort of good songs that I'd made throughout the whole process, and a few newer ones. And the next one, well, we don't know when the next one's going to be, when the art calls me. But yeah, keep an eye out. I'll definitely post it up on the Discord sort of group.
I found it.
Happy to go through another round of promotion as I bring out new albums and stuff. But yeah, maybe even get into some of those videos you're talking about with the lyrics and stuff. So that should be good for people.
Yeah, I definitely would love to help people figure out how to do that kind of stuff, because it's, for one, it's free. Like, so it's a great alternative way to get some videos out there and just, make something cool with it. But yeah, I shared the I shared your Spotify in the chat, so they have the link to that to go check you out.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. That should have everything in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I better skedoodle and get back to real life and everything like that. Thanks for
All right, man.
having me. I'll catch up with you on Discord after and let you know any of my other afterthoughts.
Okay. Yeah, sure thing. All right. I really appreciate you taking the time and getting on here and talking with me today.
Thanks. I appreciate the invitation.
Yes.
All right. See y'all later. Have fun, everyone. Bye.
All right. Yeah, have a good one. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and end the stream. I think I'll just go ahead and play my little intro video again for you guys and then end the stream for there. But appreciate all the people who stopped by and in the chat and everything. This one was, since this was the first one under the new name and everything, and I'm not with the other people anymore. This was a little bit of a mess, so I apologize if there was any too much weirdness or awkwardness or just glitchy whatever technical issues. But I was trying to like scramble to put everything together and make it work. So I'm still trying to figure out how the best way to tweak and the best way to kind of go about doing these kind of things. But yeah, so I want to go play that intro video that I made yesterday for you guys again, and then I'll end the stream after that. So thank you guys, and we'll see you again soon. I hope.
The heavy parchment unrolls, revealing sigils drawn long before the first kingdoms fell. We gather in this quiet space, tucked deep away in the secret places of the world. Here, the architect speaks from a forgotten throne, preserving a legacy carved out of shadow and cold stone. Do not fear the darkness closing in around the chamber. The twilight is deep, but it is a canvas for those who know how to shape it. The illusions of the outer world are washed away. Take your place among the silent. A multiverse of hidden vision is unraveling, and the ancient wisdom of the arts is finally yours to claim.